Reef DVM's coming at you with the hay bale grapple or bale hugger, whatever you want to call it. WorkSaver makes this. We have it on our 317G. I know I haven't shown a video on this, but put out my last haymaking video, and some people saw it and said, "Hey, what do you think of that?" I really like the bale hugger. The bale hugger to me is just a useful tool. Bale hugger does come with the ability to rotate. Ours does not have that. I really don't need it. I can pick the bale up from either end, either direction, and I can stand it up like a can of soup, or I can put it in like a tube. So either way, for me, it's a very useful tool with or without the rotation factor. I don't really need to rotate. I load semis, I load flatbeds, I stack them up in barns. It's not really needed. One advantage these hay bale grapples or bale huggers that they all have in common is you're not damaging your net and you're not damaging your wraps, especially if you're doing some cold silage bales or some fermenting bales and they're completely shrink wrapped or completely wrapped up. This puts no hole in the bale, which is really quite nice. And obviously, when you're stacking round bales on end like this, for us, just really seems to improve the sturdiness, and we really, really, really like that. This particular unit lifts well over 2,000 pounds, so it's a cakewalk when it comes to picking these little guys up and moving them around. As far as, the hookup of this, it's fairly simple. It's got the standard Skidsteer attachment where you come up to it and you hook up to it with the 2 points. And then it's got 2 hydraulic hoses on it, basically an in and out, and makes it really simple to hook up. As far as setting it down, yeah, it takes up a little space in the corner of the barn, but that really does do its job and do it well, which is what we like. I found too that what's nice about this, like when you have a fork, you stick a bale and you pick it up and then you set it down and pull out of it. If it doesn't stay where you want, you either got to turn around and use your front end loader, or you got to get out and kind of move the bale around. You can do it a little bit with the fork, but it's not as easy. With this, to move a bale, it's actually quite simple. I mean, you literally can just pick it up and replace it, or you let go of it, come off it, just put the points together, and it's kind of like big brown steel piping, and just kind of push them around where you want. Again, the nice part is it doesn't damage the bale like the 3-point does. So for us, this is a really useful tool. We don't do a lot of shrink wrapped hay, but this allows us to do that if we want. We do a lot of stacking of hay, and this puts us in a better position. Stacking round bales on the cylinder side, obviously there's much more of a roll factor to it. So for us, this is the way to go, folks. I know some people have, again, seen this in other videos and been like, hey, that's a unique tool. Do you know the cost? I'm not exactly sure on the cost. I'm going to say we probably, paid somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 for it. It wasn't the most expensive piece of implement to buy, but truthfully, I don't remember. It's been so while ago. As far as the ease of operation, it's very easy, folks. And like I said, the tool isn't that heavy on its own. When it's off the unit, you can actually slide it around on the sand or the gravel floors fairly easily, which is quite nice. So anyways, I wanted to show you this so that you get an appreciation for how we move the bales. Typically in the Quonset, we move the bales with a bale spear. It's a low ceiling where the hay grapple can't go into, or the bale hugger can't lift up over the top of without hitting rafters. But when we get in the bigger barns, there's nothing better than the bale hugger or the hay grapple here. It really works well depending upon how you want to use it. Here I'm just going to tip one on its side just so I can show you. Now I could pick this up just like this, put the hugger right on each end and pick it up that way. But I also can come right over the top, and this is why, again, I don't need the rotational part of this, where you can buy this with rotation. And I can just grab it up over the top, flip it back up like a can of soup, and take off, which makes it really easy if you're picking them out of the field too, because obviously that's the way they're laying in the field. So I just kind of wanted to show that too. And then, of course, I can just go and plop it on top of my stack, which is really quite nice. This makes for loading pickups and flatbed trailers and stuff real easy too, obviously. So this is the bale hugger by WorkSaver, the one without rotation. Really nice tool, folks. Thank you for watching. Please like or subscribe, and we'll keep putting out great videos like this.